Let me explain how the cartridge faucets are repaired. The cartridge faucets are these, which, unlike old faucets that have two handles, these has only one handle that activates the opening and closing of the flow of hot and cold water. What things can go wrong with these faucets? The first thing that can happen is that the aerator, which is this one we have here, gets clogged. It can be clogged by lime, or sediments. Maintenance is very simple, just open it and clean it. Cleaning the aerator is a very simple task that must be done especially if you live in an area that has water with a lot of lime. It should be done frequently, otherwise there will be problems. Usually, if there have been any type of repairs in the area, there will be grit that may prevent the flow of water. This aerator has a double function. It works as a filter and it mixes the water with air so that the sensation is that more water comes out than it really does and we consume much less. So you have to keep it clean. We put this in water with white vinegar or with a lime remover product. You must not put the entire faucet, only the aerator. You have to be careful with the use of caustic products such as vinegar etc. on faucets, because they deteriorate. This is a very easy maintenance that you have to do when necessary. Sometimes the problem may be not that the water does not come out naturally, but on the contrary, that it comes out when we don't want it to. I just shut it off and the faucet is still leaking. Repairing a faucet is very simple. Inside of it there is a system called ceramic cartridge. What we have to do is get it out. Notice that the first thing we are going to remove is this cap that you have here. They usually have a grub screw. So we are going to use an Allen wrench, which is one of these that I have here, and we will look for the one of the required size. Generally, the size of the Allen wrench that we are going to use is the third size. I tell you this so that you do not have to waste your time. We put the Allen wrench to the inside and turn a little. When we talk about grub screws, they are not through screws. They are pressure screws, so do take it just with a little twist because the screw inside, this screw here, is almost not visible. That screw, if we lose it, will be a complication then, in the time to close. We will continue to explore. Let's see how we get our cartridge out. This piece here is the one now blocking the interior. Always try first to see if it is screwed, because if it's screwed, there is nothing special to do. In this case, as you can see, no matter how much twist it, it does not turn out, so pull it, without fear. Let's get it out. It is done. The faucets in general are almost all the same, but I am going to try to explain it to you so that if the faucet has any difference, you can explore, because it is always the logic of any installation. Here we find something that looks like having a thread. It is a typical for wrench opening. Important. If you have a small adjustable wrench at home, this is what will happen to you. You see, they don't go in. So always in plumbing I recommend that you have some bigger tools, because otherwise you are going to have a hard time working with this type of parts. We will rotate it. It comes out directly like a normal thread. They are fiber parts. Now it comes out at hand. Once I've got this out, see what I have in here. This is the cartridge. We pull it out. This is the piece. If it is from a known manufacturer, you can find accessories in shops. You will find them without any problem. If you can't find the cartridge, bad luck. If there is no damage seal in sight that you can replace, you will need to change the faucet. Sorry. Notice when you buy another one and put it on that there are several positions, because this is directly a water inlet nozzle that has to match the inlets that I have on the faucet to close it and open it. When you put it inside, these inlet nozzles that it carries have to be perfectly anchored. You have to notice when you put it that this is perfectly fixed and that the faucet does not move. If you notice, after placing it, that it has not pressed well, what will happen if they do not fit perfectly, is that they are going to leaky. So make sure that you put it very well. The remaining process, naturally, is very simple. You put it back as it was and that's it. Your faucet is already prepared.